Hi, I am Beaver Buddy. What if a group of kids built a spaceship from junk? At the end of this story, you will find a moral that you will never forget. In the dusty edge of a forgotten town, 3 kids, Nilo, Fira, and Boz, played inside an abandoned junkyard, dreaming of reaching the stars one day. Nilo collected broken fans and rusty wires. Fira could fix anything blindfolded. Boz talked to machines and swore they talked back. One day, beneath an old bathtub, Boz found a blinking orb with a carved word, "Awaken." When he touched it, it buzzed like a heartbeat. "Let's build it," whispered Fira. "A real ship." The 3 kids high-fived under the sun, surrounded by toasters, tubes, and old bike parts. They gathered junk with purpose: fridge doors for wings, satellite dishes for steering, and glass bottles for light-speed fuel simulation. The orb pulsed with every added part, like it remembered what it once was. Nilo said it felt like the pieces wanted to fly again. At night, Boz drew the blueprints in chalk on the junkyard floor. "This is more than metal," he said. "This is memory waking up." After weeks of welding, twisting, and taping, the ship stood proud, crooked, silver, patched with color, and humming with weird electricity. They named it Starbelly. Its nose looked like a teapot. Its tail wiggled like a kite in the wind. It was the most beautiful mess ever made. The kids climbed in, surrounded by glowing buttons made of bottle caps. The orb floated in the center, pulsing louder than ever. "Ready?" asked Fira. "For the stars," said Nilo. Boz just smiled and pressed the orb. The junkyard shimmered. Then everything exploded into silence. They weren't in the junkyard anymore. Outside the windows stretched a galaxy full of blinking colors, spinning moons and glowing jellyfish. "We did it!" yelled Fira. But the orb blinked red. A message echoed: "Core unstable, memory error, identity collapsing." Starbelly began to shudder. Parts turned soft and faded. The buttons fell off. The lights flickered like forgotten dreams. "It's falling apart," said Nilo. "It's forgetting what it is." Boz grabbed the orb. "We have to help it remember who built it." They closed their eyes and spoke from the heart, about every part they saved, every spark they felt, every hope they buried in the bolts. The orb absorbed their words. The ship shook once, then it changed. The parts melted and reformed into something sleek, smooth, and alive. "It's not junk anymore," whispered Fira. "It's becoming real." The buttons returned, glowing gently. The ship floated steady again. But Starbelly turned away from Earth. "Wait, where's it going?" asked Nilo. The orb blinked green. "New course. Origin of memory." They followed quietly through tunnels of light and rivers of sound, past singing stars and forgotten comets. Finally, they reached a silver planet shaped like a spiral seashell. Starbelly landed softly, like it knew the place by heart. Creatures made of recycled bits greeted them with musical clicks. One touched the orb and whispered, "You've brought her home." The kids stepped out. The air shimmered with warmth. The ground pulsed underfoot, showing their memories like a living scrapbook. Boz saw his blueprint in the stars. Fira saw her tools flying like fireflies. Nilo saw the junkyard blooming with lights and music. "We gave it purpose," said Nilo, "and now it's giving us something back." The orb split in 3. one piece for each child. Back on Earth, the junkyard looked the same. But when they touched their orb piece, it glowed and whispered, "You can build anything." The kids never flew again, but they built magical things: solar birds, floating gardens, even machines that repaired broken hearts. Starbelly remained a legend. Some nights, if you looked up just right, you could see a flicker, a memory ship still dreaming. And in the junkyard, now a playground, kids still find glowing bits, whispering stories of a spaceship born from bolts and belief. Moral: with imagination and heart, even what's broken can become something beautiful. And sometimes it can even fly. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.